So, here are the 5 things that I think a person should be looking for when they're trying to find a travel agent. I've had experiences with travel agents, and this is just my review on what I think a person should be looking for travel agents. So, without further ado, let's begin. Number 5. I'm gonna go with cost. Travel agents all have their own different prices, but each price kind of represents their ability to do what they need to do. Check prices. Don't just fall in love with the first travel agent you see. See what benefits you get from those travel agents. Each one can do maybe a little bit more, some can do a little bit less, depending on what's going on. But that quality of service is very important in the pricing that you're picking. And generally, sometimes the cost is actually inside of what you're kind of looking for. So make sure you're able to do that. In most cases, some travel agents have you pay them and then they take care of everything else. It's usually sometimes a deposit, but sometimes it's the full price depending on the travel agent. There are a ton out there, so find something that kind of just feels safe and comfortable with you. Number 4, this is kind of a weird one to say because I've had experiences with that. When you're getting your deals from that travel agent, try to make sure that the deals are more beneficial to you than it is for them. I've seen some travel agents where, oh yeah, we can do this and do this and do this and get that for you. But it kind of builds something on their side. You got to know, and you got to make sure you understand like what you're going to get out of it. The whole point is to make sure that you're on vacation and you're enjoying yourself no matter what. That's the most important thing. So you have to ask yourself the questions: are you getting what you want? If they're getting benefits, there's nothing wrong with that. It's totally fine. And I hope I don't misconstrue how I said it in the beginning. But what needs to happen is there needs to be kind of a mutual thing of you're getting everything you want at the price point that you want. They're looking at things for you to make sure you're good to go and make sure that you're not getting, hey, you know what? I know you guys want this cruise, but this other cruise may be a little bit better for you because of this and this. And it could be something that's not for you, but gives them a boost of something because they're trying to make more sales for something in particular. So just be on the lookout. Get what you want. Make sure you're happy with what you want and make sure that travel agents looking out for your best interest. Number 3, check out their reviews. In most cases, you can look up a travel agent online for reviews. You can look at some of the views that a lot of them actually convert a lot of their lifestyle to YouTube videos. Watch them on YouTube. There's some that I've seen that have been incredible YouTube videos to watch. There are others that I've seen that have that little gotcha factor that I'm just not a fan of. Like, hey, this is why we wouldn't stay at this hotel, but then they talk about the hotel and like, oh, we actually loved it. Or this is why I wouldn't book this cruise, but then they talk about the cruise and they love that cruise. So try to find that right one that kind of has that mixed balance of everything that you need. Make sure when they're talking to you on their YouTube video reviews that you feel comfortable. It's a person that you would trust to actually book everything for you. You gotta feel comfortable. It's all about feeling comfortable, and there are so many choices out there that you should be able to find the one that works for you. Number 2, work ethic. It's kind of go with the number 1 and number 2. They're gonna go together, but number 2 is work ethic. Make sure that the person is working for you, not against you. Make sure that they have the time for you. If you're booking with a very, 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 very a travel agent that's extremely popular and all that kind of stuff, that's great. But are you getting the time that you need? What are their business hours? What's the best for you, so that way you're getting what you want. Make sure that they actually have the right time, the right schedule, the things that you want. Their work ethic has got to like go hand in hand with that. I'm kind of slipping into number 1 a little bit, which you can probably already guess, but the work ethic is very important. You got to make sure that you're not booking someone, oh, I like their video that made me smile, I want to book them, but at the same time they don't respond to your emails. They're not contacting you back. Or the more important thing is they're getting things wrong. Oh, you said Norwegian Cruise Line? I thought you said. So you got to make sure that that work ethic is very, very important in getting what you want, because you're entrusting, it's funny to say this, you're entrusting your happiness with them. So because this is your trip, this is your vacation, you want to be happy, you want to enjoy yourself, you want to have a lot of fun. What you don't want to do is have a back and forth with that travel agent because they don't have their information correct about what you want. We booked with one particular travel agent and we had to change our dates, and they changed our dates for our flight to the same day at an earlier time and charged us for it. It's little things like that. It's like, maybe we shouldn't with you guys. So keep that in mind, which kind of goes with number one right now, the busy level. Work ethic, like I said, in number one, busyness is they go hand in hand. So you're gonna hear me say like the same things again in essence, but I like booking with people that are very available to me. I don't care what your status is, as in we're the top tier people to use, or like, we're just starting out, this is a small business. It's not about that. It's about finding someone that's going to stop what they're doing and help you out. Yes, everyone has business hours. Yes, things are going to happen, but you got to understand that you should be able to contact that travel agent when you are in need of something. I've had several things that have happened to me where I've had to take care of my own, and I wish I had a travel agent that could take care of it. And there have been other things where I did have a travel agent, and guess what? They weren't there to actually take care of me. And like, well, we'll get back to you on Monday. Well, no, my flight's on Saturday, and I'm kind of stuck. I need some help. So find that travel agent. Ask what their hours are. Ask their availability between certain hours. Like if I call this phone number and you've got 30 other people calling, do they have enough customer service to handle that call feed, or do they not? Find out what their busy schedule is. If it's just one person being a travel agent on their own, there's nothing wrong with that if they have time for you. But if they don't have time for you, then that's a problem, because it's not about getting a travel agent because everything's going great. It's about having a travel agent when something goes wrong. I should have put that in one of my other videos that you're going to see, but that's very important. You got to make sure that you have a travel agent that has that schedule that works for you. Some are part timers, and so they're only available at certain times when they can't help you because they're doing their regular office hours for another job as they build themselves up. Nothing is wrong with that. That's actually commendable that they're actually doing a second business and, making ends meet. But also, are they available to you in case of an emergency? Is there something where they can step away from their first job for a few minutes, check on something, and make sure you're good to go? Or they have that specific job where they can't even talk about their second job. It all depends on the person. So get to know that travel agent. Find out what they can and they cannot do for you. Don't be afraid to ask questions that make you feel safe and comfortable, because you're supposed to feel safe and comfortable. So those are my 5 things. I'm sure there are others. You guys can leave me comments on what you think. Things that I've forgotten about that you may think is more important, or things that you say, hey, that's not important to me. I just share your thoughts and feelings. Like and subscribe if you enjoy what you're hearing. But as always, thank you for keeping it locked here with all the cruise information as we keep cruise on lock. Thanks.